Iburu, Iboya, Ibuche, everybody in Cyberland. So I got an interesting one for you. The topic today is going to be, how do we present an Ebbos, which is a sacrifice to the divinities, and why do we do it, and how do we do it? That's the topic, and I want you to think about it. So, I'm a Warumila Dileke. The reason why I'm doing this video is because I think, for the most part, there's a misconception on why we give an Ebbos, an Adimun, whatever, right? Because you're not bargaining with divinities. We don't know more than the divinities. When we ask to do bad things, what makes you think that the divinities are going to take that in a positive way? Let me make something 100% clear. Navigating the Eggos through Palo, Los Muertos, whatever, is one thing. The divinities themselves, the 401 divinities, the Oshas, the Orishas, the ones that have lived and came down and lived on the earth and has suffered and were all kings and queens when it was all said and done after the many lives that they evolved in this earth, now elevated. Why? To do God's will, to do Olodumari's will, take care of human beings. Guess what? They know more than you. They definitely know more than me. I'm a human being. I am but a mouthpiece of Orula. For those who don't truly understand that. When you go to the feet of an Osha, or an Orisha, and at that point, you're telling yourself, man, I wish that this guy would leave me alone and that he dies and that I see him suffering in a corner, or my wife's cheating on me, my husband's cheating on me, I want to see them suffer and this, that, and that. Whoa! Who else made you judge and executioner? And you think because you give a rooster or a hen or something to one of the divinities that your problems are solved. They're going to come to bat for you. That's not what this faith was built on. Nope. 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 La Regla de Osha, I can tell you right now, I have a lot of respect for. La Regla de Osha was built on love, respect, okay, humility, and empathy. And they sympathize. They do sympathize. What our mentality needs to be is a mentality of, when you give an Ebbos or an Adimun, you are giving your problems to that Orisha to figure out. You're not bribing them. You're not bargaining with them. No. They're way over our heads. They know 20 times more than what we know. 100 times, 1,000, million times. We have to approach it with a different perspective. If in your heart you have faith, every Ebbos is going to work. All you got to do is worry about the technical side of things. That's the most important piece, is the technical side, right? But that's only 50%. The other 50% is what you put in. Your faith, what's in your heart. If you go in because, Bawalao told me I got to do an Ebbos and that's it, it's going to solve it, but I don't necessarily believe, or I'm going to go do a consulta over here, and then I'm going to go run over here, and then I'm going to go run over here, I'm going to see somebody's going to throw me a dilawung, I'm going to go look through Ifa here, and then I'm going to go to a Psychic Friends Network over here. That anxiety is an Osolbo. That Osolbo will rot that Ide. Osolbo being misfortune, Ide being fortunate. That Osolbo is going to rot that Ide. That Ebbos, because your heart is not into it, and you have not released and given that Ebo or that Adimu to that Osha or that Orisha with passion and love, that it's going to work and you're leaving it in their hands. That's the key. That's the key that many people forget and neglect. I want to feed everybody. I want to give a gallo. I want to give a goat. I want to give this, that, and the other to whoever, because that's going to solve my problems. You can solve your problems any way it comes out. Maybe they don't want a sacrifice of blood. Maybe what they want is fruits. Maybe they want a coconut. Maybe they want an adimu. Maybe they want something you cooked in the house and you're going to put to them. Something out from the heart with love. Doesn't always have to be, let's go get a gallo and let's go get a gallina. And let's go take care of business. Doesn't always have to be like that, folks. Doesn't always have to be like that. Which brings me to my next statement. Why would you put yourself in the foot of Ifa or the foot of Elegua with the Delo? Okay. Or, for all intents and purposes, Palo, Cuando Muerto, La Ganga, Siete Rat, whoever, La Prenda, whatever they got going on. If you're not prepared to do the Ebo, that's the other problem that I'm having. People, religious people, babalaos, santeros, santeras, paleros, tatas, whatever you want, I don't care. There is a service being provided, yes. They consult, yes. And they're navigating like a doctor or prescription on how they can help you. Who's defending you? What needs to get done for the house, for yourself? Maybe whatever Ocha Orisha is defending you wants something, and we're navigating through those waters. And as long as you have that open heart and you do the Ebo that you're supposed to do, believe me, the Ochas and the Orishas will hear you, they will see you. Because the point of the Ebo is not to do it and take it to a spot and magic happens. The point of the Ebo is the divinities don't need it, but that energy that you created with your heart and your faith, with that Ebo, and you taking it to where it needs to go. And the divinities are watching and they say, look, that person over there, that's my son, my daughter, they did their thing. That is the Ebo. That is the Ebo. That's all you need to do. Give you a scenario. You want a house. I want a house. I want a house so I can put all my ochas in. I'm not being selfish. I want a house where I can maybe grow, and this is the house I want. I don't want anything big, but this is what I want. Maybe you're asking Elewa. Maybe Chango wants to give you a mansion. Maybe Yemaya wants to give you an investment opportunity where you can buy a duplex and you rent one side out and you got the other side, because they know that that's going to drive income, that's going to help you in the long run. Who are you to ask for anything? They know more than we do. We got to get that in our heads. It's important. Humble yourself. Forget about all the bad stuff too. Everybody wants to do bad. Ultimately, you want to do bad. I'll be the first person to tell you. Is there ways to do bad? Yes. Is it the right thing for you? No. When a religious person does bad, they're going to clean themselves because they know that Osorbo is not going to be good. So they clean themselves. What does that tell you? That tells you that your heart, that darkness that you're trying to invoke, that darkness of doing something bad to somebody else, that's got to go somewhere. And do you think that that's going to enlighten your life? That that's going to reflect well in your aura, in your spiritual center? Understand that. Because a lot of times it's the Osorbos that are driving you. It's the anxiety and the stress and the anger. Don't do it. Don't go into Ofu. Don't get lost. That's my advice, but I felt that was a topic that just needed to be discussed. And again, not trying to offend anybody. I'm not a palero, I'm not a santero, I'm a babalao. Those terrains are navigated by those respected sections of our faith. Because they're all parallel. All parallel. I'm going to tell you right now, Osha and Ifa are parallel. One's not greater than the other. We just navigate different waters. With that said, just wanted to make sure, and I know this is a serious conversation, but I wanted to make sure that that was out there because I want us all to start thinking differently. All right? All right, with that said, Iburu, Iboya, Ibucheche, Cyberland. I love you guys very much. Leave me a comment, laregla@gmail.com, dots in between. So la.regla.de.ifa. You know, if you leave me a comment, I'm going to respond. Give me a like, share it. I want our audience to grow. I want people to learn because I'm giving out useful information. And every time you leave me a comment, I learn. Because sometimes you force me to even think a little different. And that's perfect. And that's what I want because knowledge does not end with me. Knowledge is forever. And it's ongoing and ever changing. Iburu, Iboya, Bucheche, Cyberland. Till next time.